access to the asylum procedure, a toolkit for first contact officials. The toolkit supports the identification of persons who may wish to apply for international protection. As border officials, Petra and Ronald are often the first point of contact for third country nationals entering the country and, in many cases, the EU. They play a crucial role in facilitating effective access to international protection. Their primary task is to identify the people who wish to apply for international protection and provide information. Once identified, Petra and Ronald must refer them to the appropriate procedure for international protection. This also concerns persons with special needs. They have to ensure respect for the principle of non-refoulement. An incorrect identification or failure to refer a person to the appropriate competent authorities can have serious consequences. Anyone can be a refugee.
Any sign or expression of fear can be understood as a request for international protection.
It could even be in the written way. But what we really have to focus on is who are the people and where do they come from? What do they say and which kind of behavior they're showing to us? Anyone who may wish to apply for international protection must be informed about the right to do so. So it's our task to identify persons who may apply for international protection, provide them with information and refer them to the appropriate authority. It also applies for a person held in detention.
Yeah, and how to identify indications? By being proactive in identifying a person who may wish to apply for international protection.
Yeah.
We inform the person that he or she has a right to apply for international protection, and we also explain to him or her how to do so.
Yeah, we can use an interpreter, but we have to be patient. Persons can be nervous, and there could be a misinterpretation of body language. So we have to make sure that every application is registered or referred for registration to the rightful authorities. We cannot deny anyone access to the asylum procedures.
An applicant for international protection should not be punished because he or she entered or remained in the country irregularly under the condition that this person presented himself or herself to the authorities without delay. Maybe they didn't have any other choice than to cross the border irregularly, and they should be treated with respect and should receive all necessary support.
Non-refoulement is a general application of the EU to avoid that member states are sending people back to a third country or any place where they may fear persecution or inhuman treatment or punishment.
So for us, as for any other first contact official, this means that we should not push back a person at the border and not to return a person if he or she expresses fear. Vulnerable persons must be identified and adequately supported. Best interest of the child take precedence in all actions concerning children. Journeys are long, hard, dangerous, expensive, and they're often organized in irregular manner. We hear stories about people being mistreated and exploited during the journey, and some of them are forced into the prostitution and criminality.
Yeah, in most scenarios, the persons have now the first opportunity to express their need for protection or their special needs, and it's to us. It's our job to create an atmosphere of trust and proactively look for the needs of vulnerable people and refer them to the right authorities for further support. Take, for example, a child. When there is somebody who claims to be a child, it's not our task to find out if it's really a child or not. The only thing what we have to do is we have to refer them to the right authorities so they can make an assessment on the age of the child.
Yes, exactly. Children are definitely vulnerable. and we have to pay particular attention to their special needs, especially when they are separated or unaccompanied.
Yeah, indeed. The best interest of a child is a primary consideration, and it has to be assessed on case-by-case basis. For example, safety and security, the possibility for family reunification or child's well-being has to be taken into account.
The EUAA Frontex toolkit supports first contact officials in identifying those who may wish to apply for international protection. The toolkit folder includes a practical guide on the access to the asylum procedure, a poster presenting the 10 main messages, pocketbooks that can be carried as a constant reminder of the core obligations, and leaflets providing answers to the frequently asked questions that first contact officials may have. More information can be found at euaa.europa.eu and frontex.europa.eu.